For ferocious savings worth catching, don't miss the Nielsen Dodge Safari of Saving. You'll find a vast menagerie of new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee, $249 a month. A new 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee, $259 a month. And a new 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, $269 a month.
Plus, come in and enter to win a trip to Disney's Animal Kingdom. No purchase necessary. Bag yourself a great deal during the Nielsen Dodge Safari of Saving.
Drive and Discover event.
Welcome to the Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Morris County Sports Beat. I'm your host, Dan Cleary, coming to you from the penthouse here at the Nielsen lot right off Route 10. We had our spring awards banquet, and we're going to be looking at that banquet this week on this show as we check out all the award winners. And we want to thank all the athletic directors and coaches for helping us do that this year. Without their help, we can't do what we do, and we appreciate that as we head into July 4th weekend, so everyone be safe. So the first thing we did here at the awards banquet, the owner of Muggs Media, Tyler Atkins, he addressed the audience.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming out. My name is Tyler Atkins. I'm the owner of Muggs Media. Welcome to Nielsen Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Spring Sports Awards. Thank you all for coming out. Congratulations on another school year come and gone, another spring season come and gone. Morris County, talent-wise, is the best in the state. There's some of the best, some of the most talented kids right here in this room tonight. And I think it's kind of neat that from all different sports that everybody's here in the same room. Want to thank the coaches, the ADs, and the parents for letting us cover your student athletes. It's a fun job that we do, and we really enjoy it. Nielsen Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram is the title sponsor of our show in Morris County. We've been on the air for, is it 4 years now? 4 years now here in Morris. We've been up in Sussex County since '93 and have been in Morris for the last 4. So I got to give them a little bit of a plug since they are our title sponsor. They've got a great selection of new and used cars. And the Nielsen philosophy is simple. They support their local community, and they ask that when you're ready to buy your new or used car, that you don't have to buy from here, but at least give them a chance and give them a look. With that, congratulations to everybody here. You guys did a great job in sports this year, and I'm going to turn it over to our sports director, Dan Cleary, to give out the awards. Thank you.
Then it was time to give out the baseball awards. And again, another banner season in Morris County. 2 teams making a state final, 1 winning it. Just a lot of fun to follow the great tournament in the Morris County tournament. The final was one for the ages. I finished, I believe it was in just a shade over 3 hours over there in Roxbury. It was a terrific game, but this team able to knock off a very good Randolph team. There were just so many good baseball teams in Morris County. Now, it might sound like a broken record, but holy cow, just the teams. You had Randolph, you had Roxbury, you had Hanover Park, Whippany Park, Del Barton. Morris Catholic made a nice run in their section in North Non-Public B. But this team, when it was all said and done, was the best team, not only in Morris County, but in the entire state of New Jersey. They started the season with some injuries. They got healthy. Andrew Papatonis, who's going to go to Virginia, is going to be a star there. Billy Price had mono. So things were a little bit shaky at the beginning, but the team came together and made that run. Along the way, they won the NJAC United Division, which has Morristown, which is a tremendous program year in and year out. But it was in the states that they really proved their mettle, beating Seton Hall Prep, who everyone thought was going to win it all, beat them, beat St. Joe's. And then they beat Pope John on a cold, rainy day down in Lyndhurst. And a couple of things that stick out in my mind in that game was they were down 1-0. They loaded the bases in the second, and Andrew Papatonis hits an inside-the-park home run on a surgically repaired knee and gave them the lead. And then just the defense, Greg Olson with a throw from out in right field, getting the runner at home. And then when Pope John was double stealing, it looked like they were going to tie the game. but the throw went over the third baseman's head, but Anthony Volpe was there. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But just a tremendous team, went to the state finals, beat St. Augustine in one of those dream things that you can only, Hollywood would come up with, a walk-off win in the bottom of the seventh with a freshman stepping up to the plate, Kyle Vinci getting the big hit as they got their first state title since 2002. So again, not only just the best team in Morris County, for my money, the best team, state of New Jersey, and probably the whole tri-state area. So our Nielsen Dodge Mugs Media Baseball Team of the Year, the Delbarton Green Wave.
Starting off in March, I never thought it would end like this, but it was a pretty amazing run that we went on. We were able to win the conference, which is a very tough conference. Won our county tournament, which is a grind as well, and then to put together a run in the state tournament with the non-public powers that we had to play against was something we'll always remember.
Our next award for baseball is going to be our Coach of the Year. Now, obviously, Coach just was standing here. He just won the state title, #1 team of the state. We could have gave it to him, no problems, no question asked. There's some other coaches in the area that could have got this award as well that had some great seasons. The coach over at Chatham had a great year. But this coach, he's a young guy. He's been on the staff for a few years. He's been the head coach for 2 years. They started the season with some up and down, played 500 ball with a team full of many juniors and sophomores, but some seniors. They lost to Delbarton in the county tournament. State tournament rolled around in North 2, Group 2. They were 10-9. No one except for the guys in their dugout thought that they were going to go too far. Well, what they do, they just go right through the section, win North 2, Group 2, beat a very good Rutherford team who year in, year out is solid. The Bulldogs have won that section a ton of times. They were the #9 seed. They had a tremendous win over Caldwell and Extra Reddings. That was one for the ages. And they just really came together at the right time. As we said, the win over Caldwell, they had a great senior leader and Stephen Tucker. Dan Scally also a good leader for them, but they got a good core of kids coming back. And Brian Clark, Kyle Lisa, Mike Roma. This is a team, Kyle Dangler. This is a team that on paper is going to be very good next year. They got to the state finals by beating a very good Pascack Hills team, 3-0. And then they just came up a little short against Manasquan. But they battled very hard in that game and did not give up until the final at bat. And this coach that is our coach of the year is also an assistant on the girls soccer program at Whippany Park. And they had a very similar run a few years back under Mark DeVico where they came out of nowhere and won their section and went against the state power in Ramapo. So he kind of knew what that script was, and he brought that to baseball. And also not just a great coach, recently honored by the Air Force Foundation as Teacher of the Year for his work in STEM, with his work with environmental science. So not only an educator on the field, but in the classroom in the true sense of the word. So our Mugs Media and Nielsen Dodge Baseball Coach of the Year from Whippany Park, Kyle O'Neill.
It was absolutely phenomenal from my point of view, just to be with a great group of guys and the great players that we had this season. And all season long, the players kept with it, and we were in every single game all year. You look at our record starting out, and you're like, well, it's a 500 ball club, but 500 ball club with a lot of potential. That being in every game, putting up competition versus some really good teams, and then going far in the state run and making it to the state finals, and losing down Toms River's tough, but it's the joy and the journey getting there, and it's like all my players said, it's all their dreams to get to Toms River. We made it, and we had a blast going down there, and we had quite a run and quite a fun season. So
move to our baseball award for Player of the Year, and I got to see this young man play a couple times this year, and just every time I saw him play, he did something more spectacular. Talking to his coach beforehand, he goes, I get to see that every day, and it's just a treat to watch him. Just a sophomore. He came on as a freshman last year in one of the best programs around, established himself, and then he got plugged in at shortstop and near the top of the order of the best team in the state of New Jersey. The numbers speak for themselves, 482, 2 homers, 12 RBIs. He had a 21-game hitting streak. He had 41 hits on the year, scored 31 runs, had 6 doubles, he had a couple of triples. One of those was against Pope John, which gave them a huge, he was eventually scored, but gave them a huge insurance run and a 6-4 victory. But more importantly is the play I mentioned before against Pope John. There was a chance for them to tie in a double steal. And I've written a blog about it, about that game, and everyone was saying it was Jeter-esque. And what do I mean by that? No one thought he, as a shortstop, was going to be backing up the third baseman on a steal attempt that happened so fast. But he got himself there, saved the run, and then came up, I think Hunter Walters came up with a huge strike at the end of the inning. And that was it, and Pope John was not able to get any closer. But he does that all the time. He takes as much pride with his glove as he does with his bat. He had a couple of great plays in the final against St. Augustine, diving past second base and getting him. A lot of fun to watch. Just a sophomore, he's already committed to Vanderbilt, so it's going to be a lot of fun to watch him to play the next couple of years. So our Nielsen Dodge Mugs Media Baseball Player of the Year from Del Bar and Anthony Volpe.
It was a pretty incredible run we went on. We needed every single person to come together for the team and everything, so it was something I've never been a part of and hope to be a part of in the future, but it was a really special ride.
Great year in baseball in Morris County, always is, and I'm looking for Del Barton to defend that title. They got a lot of good young players coming back, and Whippany Park as well. When we come back, we're going to give out the softball awards here on the Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Morris County Sports Beat.
For ferocious savings worth catching, don't miss the Nielsen Dodge Safari of Saving. You'll find a vast menagerie of new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee, $249 a month. A new 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee, $259 a month. And a new 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, $269 a month.
Plus, come in and enter to win a trip to Disney's Animal Kingdom, no purchase necessary. Bag yourself a great deal during the Nielsen Dodge Safari of Saving.
Drive and discover event.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money.
Lakeland Banks, pop, money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use Pop Money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Looking for the perfect Sure to Please gift? Visit Gala Florist, conveniently located in the Jefferson Diner Plaza, offering expert floral design for all occasions. Everything from a beautiful bouquet of roses to stunning wedding flowers. Gala Florist also offers a wide selection of seasonal gifts, plants, fruit and gourmet baskets, handbags, and jewelry. Gala Florist combines artful arrangements with the freshest flowers, exceptional service, and worldwide delivery. Come shop Gala Florist next to the Jefferson Diner or visit online at galaflorist.com. Gala Florist, 973-288-1847.
Welcome back to the Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Morris County Sports Beat. I'm your host, Dan Cleary. But we are about ready to we just had our banquet here in the beautiful penthouse, a great place, great facility. We want to thank Eric Nielsen and Bill Snoffer for allowing us to host it here. We had a nice showing, and it's always fun to give out the awards to the great athletes and coaches in Morris County. Well, now it's time for our softball awards. And softball in Morris County, once again, some of the best. I say it all the time on the Morris Show and in the Sussex Show. The NJAC is the best softball conference in the state of New Jersey from top to bottom, no doubt. And the team that is our team of the year was one of many great teams coming out of the county. This year they went 24-5. Won the national division of the NJAC, which is a terrific division. Made it to the Morris County Finals again. They came up a little short, but they had a great run. But they bounced back from that and went on a terrific run in the state tournament, winning the North 1 Group 4 title, going on the road and beating a very good Fairlawn team that a lot of people thought was going to win that section. But these young ladies had a different idea, and they went out there and beat Fairlawn, beat them 8-2 to win the section title. Then they went against a very good North Hunterdon team, who I got to see a couple of times. Maggie Swan was a very good pitcher, lost in the semifinals. But this is a program this is nothing new. They win every year. Coach Heineman does a great job. They've won section titles, county titles, and state titles. And just another great year. Terrific pitcher this year. We'll talk about her in a little bit. Brooke Guiarda, Morgan DiLoretto, Melissa Ackerman, Carly Shaw, Megan Thompson. I mean, these seniors, and they just keep going. They don't reload. They don't rebuild over at this school. and they had another great year. So our Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Mugs Media Softball Team of the Year, the Morris Knolls Golden Eagles.
Congratulations. Oh, thank you very much. There you go. Do I speak?
Yeah, sure.
You can't ask for any more. If, you know, as a coach, had a great senior class. They went out with a great year and to finish 24-5 and sectional state champs is awesome.
It was great. We've been there 3 years, so this year was really important for all of us seniors that have been there and lost to really go out and get it this year.
Our next award in softball is our Coach of the Year. And boy, you know, a lot of great talent in Morris County, but a lot of great coaches. You just heard from one right now, Keith Heineman. You know, I think about the coaches in Morris County in softball and in every sport. They just do it every year with success, class, and dignity. Every one of the coaches I deal with in Morris County just couldn't have been nicer, and they do a great job. This gentleman that we gave Coach of the Year for softball, also an outstanding girls soccer coach. He's just been a terrific two-sport coach at the head coaching level. All you coaches know out there how tough it is to coach one sport. To go two sports is tough. So, and he's done a great job with it. This year, made history. Parsippany hadn't been to the Morris County Finals since 1986. And they got there and they won it, and they beat a terrific Morris Knolls team 8-5 to get there. They finished 24-6. A couple of big wins along the way. They were able to knock off teams that were seeded higher than them, beating Jefferson, beating Pequannock, and then beating Morris Knolls to win it all. But Caitlin Brennan's been the rock-solid pitcher for them for the last 3 years. This program has really been revitalized under this gentleman, winning 2 section titles, this year winning a Morris County title. We mentioned Caitlin Brennan, some other great players. Louisa Barone had a great year for the Parsippany Redhawks, and just a special year for them to win that county title for the first time ever. So our Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Mugs Media Softball Coach of the Year from Parsippany, Greg Cleary, no relation.
It was fantastic. These girls came a long way. I remember back when we first got the job, you know, we were just okay. And then these girls kind of bought into what we were trying to do, just, you know, playing with respect, playing hard. And you know, one thing kind of led to the next. We were competitive and then, you know, had some nice section titles. And next thing you know, we're in the county finals playing under the lights. And it was thrilling. I mean, Morris Knolls, you know, I was just talking to Coach over there, and we had the utmost respect for them. They're a fantastic team, and you know, it was a special night. They brought their A game. They hit the ball around a little bit. Brennan just turned into this gamer her senior year. You know, no excuses, and that was a huge part of it. But it was a total team effort, and it was thrilling. I'll never forget it.
Our next awards, and what we're able to do here at Mugs Media. When we started giving out these awards in Sussex County many years back, that we had 2 players that we thought were players of the year. We said, you know what? They're going to be players of the year. It's not co-player. They're each player of the year in their own right. We have that ability to do that because, you know, I was in newspapers for a very long time, and, you know, picking one player of the year was always tough when there's maybe 2 kids deserving. So this year we had 2 terrific softball players of the year. And again, not co-players. They are players of the year in their own right. The first one I mentioned before from Morris Knolls, what a career she's had. This year, 21-4. She pitched 154 innings, 154 2/3 innings, 1.31 ERA, 10 shutouts. She had a batting average against of other teams of 165. She only walked 22 batters the entire time, had a perfect game. And then when at the biggest stage, when you're in the county tournament, you're playing for a chance to get in the finals, to go out and throw a no-no against Chatham, that's pretty darn impressive. Just been a part of that long chain of great players that come out of Morris Knolls, and she just had a great senior year. She's going to go on and play at college at Susquehanna, and she'll have a great career there. I know she will. So our Mugs Media Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Player of the Year for softball from Morris Knolls, Brooke Guiarda.
Thought I did really good. Like, it was a really important year for me to come out and really do the best I had in me, because it was my last shot. Like, it was all or nothing.
Our next award is Player of the Year again for softball. And when I mentioned this young lady before, played for Parsippany, has been the anchor to the revitalization of the program. This year she went 20-6. She threw 159 and 2/3 inning. She went out and pitched every game. She only allowed 137 hits, had 182 Ks. She only gave up 61 earned runs, had a 2.67 ERA. As we mentioned before with Coach of the Year, she went out and beat Jefferson, beat Chatham, and beat Morris Knowles to get that county title for the first time ever. And just a big game she had, obviously beating Morris Knowles because Knowles is an outstanding program. But Jefferson had Parsippany's number the last few years, and she went out there and not only beat them in the circle, she got the game-winning hit in the 7th inning to help upset the number 2 seed. So a big part of what Parsippany's done the last few years. She's going to go on and pitch for the great Hallie Cohen at William Patterson, and she'll have a great career there, I can guarantee it. So our Muggs Meter Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Softball Player of the Year from Parsippany, Caitlin Brennan.
It was a great season. It was kind of nerve-wracking because we had 2 seasons, 20-plus wins, and we wanted to keep that on track. Of course, we wanted to win our group again, but, that didn't work out. But we won counties. It was a big deal. It's the first time in our history that we've ever won. So it was a big deal. We were 24-6. We had a great group of girls, a lot of underclassmen. So it was just a great way to finish out my high school career with another 20-plus wins.
I know I sound like I'm beating a dead horse or I'm a broken record, but the NJAC folks, which has teams from obviously Morris County, Sussex, and Warren, Hackettstown and North Warren from Warren County, the best softball conference in the state. In my opinion, my humble opinion, I think they are. We'll have more here on the Morris County Sports Beat right after these messages here on MuggsMedia.com.
For ferocious savings worth catching, don't miss the Nielsen Dodge Safari of Saving. You'll find a vast menagerie of new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee, $249 a month. A new 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee, $259 a month. And a new 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, $269 a month.
Plus, come in and enter to win a trip to Disney's Animal Kingdom. No purchase necessary. Bag yourself a great deal during the Nielsen Dodge Safari of Saving.
Drive and discover event.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money.
Lakeland Banks, pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use pop money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Looking for the perfect sure to please gift? Visit Gala Florist, conveniently located in the Jefferson Diner Plaza, offering expert floral design for all occasions. Everything from a beautiful bouquet of roses to stunning wedding flowers. Gala Florist also offers a wide selection of seasonal gifts, plants, fruit and gourmet baskets, handbags, and jewelry. Gala Florist combines artful arrangements with the freshest flowers, exceptional service, and worldwide delivery. Come shop Gala Florist next to the Jefferson Diner or visit online at galaflorist.com. Gala Florist, 973-288-1847.
Welcome back to the Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Morris County Sports Beat. It's our banquet show honoring the best from the spring of 2017. And we gave out our lacrosse awards for the boys lacrosse awards. And no surprise, Del Barton did very well in that category. Boys lacrosse, this is the gold standard when it comes to lacrosse in the state of New Jersey and the tri-state area. They won the tournament championship for the 6th time by beating Moorestown. And they did it in exciting style, holding off a late rally. To get there, they played one of the most interesting games that you're ever going to happen because it took 2 days to finish. They played the first part of the game, went into the 4th quarter, and a rainstorm came down. Everyone had to leave Livingston and then come back the next day to play the final 8 minutes. And with 3 seconds left, Tommy Schelling gets a huge goal and scores the game winner, and they beat Seton Hall Prep, who beat them earlier in the year. Just a great program. The bunch of kids go in Division I. It all starts at Face-Off X with Brian Hanley, does a great job. Tommy Schelling, Colin Crowley, Casey Shoemaker, Mikey Long, Matt Campbell, and then the guys on defense and make it happen, Matty Douglas, who's tremendous going Lehigh. He's the NJ.com Player of the Year. Chris Colon and Michael Houston. And, a team like this is so good. They have two goalies that are as good as anyone around in Liam Higgins and Miles Lenow. Just another great year. They won the Morris County title, beat Chatham twice. So our boys lacrosse team of the year for Muggs Media and Nielsen Dodge is the Delbarton Green Wave. Our coach of the year, he couldn't make it, and if anyone has moved, they know what a hassle that is. Today's his closing on his house, so he's moving. He sends his regards. He couldn't make it. He really wanted to get here, but he's like, it's my closing and my 4-year-old son's birthday. I said, all right, don't worry about it. You got enough on your plate. You have to battle traffic to get here. But it was his first year at Madison. Anyone who follows boys lacrosse, Madison for many, many years a power, but always run into a team like a Summit or a Chatham, or when they were Group 1 at Mountain Lakes. Coach Mark Sweeney, who got that program going, he retired a couple of years back. He was a Hall of Famer. And they had a coach last year. This coach came in. He played at Clifton High School, and he's brought some stability to the program. And he was able to lead them to their second straight, which makes no sense to me, South Jersey Group 1 title. They have Madison and South Jersey. Someone's got to get a map down in Robbinsville that they're in South Jersey. But they did that. They ran into Mountain Lakes in the Group 1 final. They were able to beat the Lakers. They had a great year, 16-4. Ian Warsick was a great player for them. Ryan Schmitz, Charlie Cleaves, Pat Grayling. Just a real good team this year that, a lot of people didn't think would win that group title because Mountain Lakes is such a tremendous program with Tim Flynn. So unfortunately, he couldn't make it here tonight. So our Muggs Media, Nielsen Dodge, Boys Lacrosse Coach of the Year from Madison High School, Brian Armstrong. And going to do our final Boys Lacrosse Award, and then we're going to get the Player of the Year for baseball. I just wonder if you ate and that speech was ready. So just making sure. Final award for Boys Lacrosse was our Player of the Year from Delbarton, Garrick Samuelson. Just a tremendous leader. I mentioned a bunch of guys before on that team that easily could have been Player of the Year. Mac Bradle from Chatham could have been Player of the Year. Connor Moran from Morristown Beard could have been Player of the Year. David Bank from Roxbury. But this guy, a great leader on a team of great players, 36 goals, 12 assists. When it mattered the most in the county final, he came up with a huge effort, 5 goals, 3 straight goals in the fourth quarter to help them beat Chatham. And when they played teams from Long Island that are great powers, Chaminade and St. Anthony, he came up big with wins, with goals against 5 against St. Anthony, 3 against Chaminade. Again, he's not in the country, but he's had a great career. He's going to Tufts. And our Nielsen Dodge Muggs Media Boys Lacrosse Player of the Year was Garrett Samuelson from Delbarton. Like Mark Kitchen, who has covered lacrosse in this area for a long time, Daily Record, he has a blog. Morris County is the cradle of lacrosse in the state of New Jersey, and every year they prove it. When we come back, we're going to give out the Girls Lacrosse Awards.
For ferocious savings worth catching, don't miss the Nielsen Dodge Safari of Saving. You'll find a vast menagerie of new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee, $249 a month. A new 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee, $259 a month. And a new 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, $269 a month.
Plus, come in and enter to win a trip to Disney's Animal Kingdom. No purchase necessary. Bag yourself a great deal during the Nielsen Dodge Safari of Saving.
Drive and Discover event.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money.
Lakeland Banks, pop, money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift. You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use Pop Money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Looking for the perfect sure to please gift? Visit Gala Florist, conveniently located in the Jefferson Diner Plaza, offering expert floral design for all occasions. Everything from a beautiful bouquet of roses to stunning wedding flowers. Gala Florist also offers a wide selection of seasonal gifts, plants, fruit and gourmet baskets, handbags, and jewelry. Gala Florist combines artful arrangements with the freshest flowers, exceptional service, and worldwide delivery. Come shop Gala Florist next to the Jefferson Diner or visit online at galaflorist.com. Gala Florist, 973-288-1847.
Welcome back to the Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Morris County Sports Beat. I'm your host, Dan Cleary. We're looking back at our banquet that we had here. It's always a great night. And one of the cool things is, and we always say it, is kids that play lacrosse and softball, they might not see each other because they're playing their own sports. We gather everyone from all the different sports in one venue and celebrate what they do. I know a lot of the sports have their Coaches Association banquets where they honor their Player of the Year, which is a great thing, obviously. But we do a neat thing here, and it's only because of the great generosity of Bill Snoffer, the general manager here, and Eric Nielsen, who's the owner of Nielsen Automotive, that we're allowed to do that. But right now, we're going to hand out our Girls Lacrosse Awards. Just like in boys lacrosse, Morris County's the best. No doubt about it. I know there's some teams around outside the county, Oak Knoll, Ridgewood, and Bridgewater, Raritan, but they're like the lone teams from their area that are great. Morris County's great from top to bottom. This team has been slowly but surely building itself up to become one of those elite programs. They've taken steps every year. This year they joined the Stars and Stripes, which is the elite girls lacrosse league in North Jersey, and played against teams like Chatham, Mountain Lakes, West Morris, Summit. Came in second in the division, first time ever in that division. That says a lot. They finished 16-6, 5-3 in the Stars and Stripes. They were the top seed for the first time ever in the Morris County tournament. Got upset by Mountain Lakes, but still had own wins over them. They beat Oak Knoll, which is a tremendous program. They beat IHA, a great program. Saddle River Day. These are brand name programs in girls lacrosse that you're only used to hearing maybe the Chathams and the Mountain Lakes of the world or the Mendhams. Now you can add this school to doing that. A young team, a lot of juniors on this team, so they're going to be super for the next couple of years. But some of the great players on this team, Annika Begley, Callie Sundin, Linnea Begley, Amelia Drake in goal was tremendous. Nicole Ferrara, Sarah Grace Plott, Ava Plott. Just a great team. I got to see them in person twice, and once was a game in a week. And just a lot of fun to watch and a great future ahead of them. They got to the section finals of North 1 Group 4. They won a section title a couple years ago in Group 3, now with the Group 4s, and I think they're going to give Ridgewood all they want next year. I know I'm putting the pressure on you now that you got to get there, but I think this team is going to be able to do it. So a lot of fun to watch. So our Nielsen Dodge Mugs Media Girls Lacrosse Team of the Year, the Morristown Colonials.
We've been trying to take that next step for a while. I've been waiting to go to the Stars and Stripes. So when the Madison AD, Sean Dowling, approached me actually at our game, he asked if we would do it next year. I was excited. My staff was excited. Our team was excited. I think that a lot of it had to go into the time and the effort and the work that the kids put in, and them understanding that, it's not the same world that we had been in within New Jersey for lacrosse. So coming in, preparing, and just buying into a system, buying into the work ethic and the time that had to be put in, I think those were the things that made us have such a good year. Our next award is Coach of the Year, so don't drift away too far there, Coach. As I was talking about, this program has become one of the elites. You got to do it with great players, but you have to do it with a great leader to put them in that position to win, to get them to go out and play year-round, go to camps, go to clinics. He's a guy that, when I was doing some research on him, that even when he was a young kid playing at camps, they would ask him to teach the elementary school kids when he was a middle school guy, because coaching even then was in his blood. And he was able to bring his talents to Morristown High School. He played at FDU, played for the boys coach, Jeff Biggis, got him to come over and take over the girls program. And we gave him this Coach of the Year a couple of years back as they were starting to continue that rise. And he's brought them now, not to the pinnacle, because they won't be satisfied until they win a state championship in Group 4. But what he's done with this program, he's got kids interested in it. They come out and play, and he's developing Division I players. They got a little pipeline going to Louisville with the Ferraras and Megan Syverson over there. And as you mentioned, kids going to Division I, Linnea Begley going to Cornell, Amelia Drake's going to Yale. So not only developing great players, developing great student athletes. And that's part of the package too, It's great if you're a good physical athlete, but that's not good. That's only going to take you so far. It's the grades. It's the very few that are going to make it to the big time. So when you're developing athletes that do great in school and do great on the field, and that's what this man has done, and the future is unlimited with this program with all these young kids coming back. So our Nielsen Dodge Mugs Media Coach of the Year for Girls Lacrosse from Morristown, Ever Major.
We're lucky enough to be in Morris County. I think it's one of the strongest counties for lacrosse in New Jersey. Every year, our goal, we would go to the Morris County tournament for the last couple of years. We'd lose to Lakes, we've lost to Chatham. So being able to beat those teams, it was a goal of ours. It was history for us because it's never been done. So beating those teams was huge, but also understanding, I think, that people kind of realized that, we can be there, we can play. We weren't a team that just had a good year in different leagues. We were ready to make that step. And then, I think one of the biggest things looking back at the season, at the team we have, and then a lot of the returners for next year, so they understand too, is being able to beat Oak Knoll, who was in the TOCs. And it's a huge goal for us to get to that point. So I think beating that team and seeing them go all the way is motivation for us for the future as well.
Our final award is Girls Lacrosse Player of the Year, and like in every sport, there's just so much talent that it's tough to pick one kid. And then when you look at the team that Morristown had this year, you could have picked 3 or 4 kids. But we went with this young lady. She's a junior. She's an academic All-American. She was All-League, All-County. She was named an Under Armour All-American underclassman. She was the MVP of the team with her teammate Annika Begley. She had 71 goals, 46 assists, 117 points, 47 ground balls, 70 draw controls, and that's where it all starts. And Annika was just amazing on that this year for Morristown. When you get that draw control, in her career, 183 goals, 89 assists, 272 points, 179 ground balls, which is incredible. Just a junior, she's committed to Vanderbilt. She also has capped quite an amazing school year for Morristown female sports, where the field hockey team, which she was a member of, won the county title and a section title, and then under the great Diane DeSalvo. Then the basketball team, and Jim Pesciato winning the basketball team winning a county title for its first time since 1980, and then you cap it off with the lacrosse team has done pretty amazing. And talk about a great athlete. If she decided, she could probably be almost an Olympic skier. I was talking to her before the game, the dinner, and I was saying, I found an old article. You were the #1 skier in the state when you were 11. She's like, oh yeah, I like skiing, it was fun. But the other sports can do it. So it's not much this young lady can't do. And as I said, just a junior, so it's gonna be fun to see her in field hockey and lacrosse next year. So our Nielsen Dodge Mugs Media Girls Lacrosse Player of the Year from Morristown, Callie Summon.
Well, I play midfield, so I'm all over the fields, but when I love working with our players on the fields and just making it all happen. It's not like I'm making an impact no matter where I am. I don't have to be scoring goals or scoring assists, but the fact that I work with my players and can really, bring together a network that will lead to success. And I played a good leadership role this year, which I'm happy with. And just being there for everyone on the team, I think, is a big role that helps lead us to success.
All right, great year for Morris County and girls lacrosse, boys lacrosse, you name it. Just been a great year overall. We'll have more here on the Morris County Sports Beat right after these messages here on mugsmedia.com.
For ferocious savings worth catching, don't miss the Nielsen Dodge Safari of Saving. You'll find a vast menagerie of new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee, $249 a month. A new 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee, $259 a month. And a new 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, $269 a month.
Plus, come in and enter to win a trip to Disney's Animal Kingdom, no purchase necessary. Bag yourself a great deal during the Nielsen Dodge Safari of Saving.
Drive and Discover event.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money.
Lakeland Banks, pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift. You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use Pop Money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Looking for the perfect Sure to Please gift? Visit Gala Florist, conveniently located in the Jefferson Diner Plaza, offering expert floral design for all occasions, Everything from a beautiful bouquet of roses to stunning wedding flowers. Gala Florist also offers a wide selection of seasonal gifts, plants, fruit and gourmet baskets, handbags, and jewelry. Gala Florist combines artful arrangements with the freshest flowers, exceptional service, and worldwide delivery. Come shop Gala Florist next to the Jefferson Diner or visit online at galaflorist.com. Gala Florist 973-288-1847.
Welcome back to the Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Sports Beat. Hope you enjoyed our banquet show as we honor the great coaches and players and teams from Morris County this past spring. And now it's our time for our Orthopedic Institute New Jersey Live Well Tip of the Week.
Over the past decade, probably the biggest change has been really managing stress. So whether it's heart rate monitor systems or the GPS systems or daily, you can use daily questionnaires. It's like a 5-question subjective, see how the athletes are doing. Has really become the biggest change. So here we have our heart rate monitor system. We use a system from First Beat Sports. What it is records in real time. So every player is wearing a heart rate strap as they're on the ice. There's a little receiver up in the corner, and it'll capture everything in real time. The one thing that I really look for is this score is a TRIMP score. It's essentially a measure of volume. So we look at volume compared to time, and that lets us know sort of how difficult practice is. So if it's an easy day, you might see a 1-to-1 ratio. So this would be 38, and you'd probably see a 38 there. That would be something like a morning skate. A hard practice is typically about 1.5, which is right where we're at now. So we'll probably end up at 40 minutes and 60, so 1.5. And a real hard day is generally 2-to-1. So by measuring the intensity and workload of practice, we know if we're doing too much or doing too little and sort of hit that sweet spot every day. I think the injuries you see a lot with younger populations are probably just overuse injuries. You get a lot of kids that play the same sports year-round, so you're not really ever getting out of those movement patterns, and you're just doing the same thing over and over again, and eventually the tissue just can't handle it anymore and breaks down. With our guys, so actually that even applies to our players, like we don't want guys to skate in the off-season. So we push track workouts hard. Like we want guys to run to get them back into a more sagittal plane and get them out of here, because they're here, 9 months out of the year. And people look at us and say, like, why do you bench press? That's old school. But the fact of the matter is hockey's the fastest sport with the highest speed collisions, and having muscular shoulders is going to hold them together. So while having a big bench press might not help with a slap shot, it is going to help with getting smashed into the boards and having your joints maintain integrity and not get injured. Basically all their profiles here, you'd come in, you just select your picture off a list. Normally we would have the lift already set, so it's set on deadlift. Say he's going at 245 pounds, he just hits prepare. And then all he's got to do is start the exercise. When he starts the exercise and the string starts to move on the device, it'll start recording. And it gives them just instantaneous feedback on bar speed and power. So we can determine our workouts based off of speed instead of being kind of set into a percentage. When it comes to sort of recovery and feeling good throughout the year, nutrition and sleep are paramount. They're everything. I mean, they're everything. People love to talk about cold tubs, compression garments, pneumatic air compression devices that help with like lymphatic return, flush rides, massages, foam rollers, stretching. And while all that stuff has value, you can't replace nutrition and sleep. I mean, nutrition and sleep are everything. To set the guys up for success, we do provide breakfast and lunch every day. We'll provide post-game meals. We have breakfast and lunch on the road. So there's pretty much always food around, so we can make sure these guys are adequately fueled. So every day there's going to be a lean protein option, whether it's pork, chicken, beef tenderloin, salmon. We rotate our proteins. There'll always be a starch carbohydrate option. Usually it's potatoes, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes, rice. And then there's always a vegetable option for fiber and actually some micronutrition. Always have a salad, plenty of fresh fruit. They cut fruit every day. Really with anyone, like it's all about progress, not perfection. And really just kind of, you don't want to bite off more than you can chew. So even with myself, my in-season training, it drops off during the season for sure. But I mean, I still get it done. I just keep it to the minimums. And really it's just kind of the ebb and flow of motivation. Say you're not feeling very motivated, just keep training. You can cut your workouts down to a quarter or a half of what you were doing previously, and just get through that funk, but don't stop. And then once you feel motivated again, you can just ramp it right back up.
Again, the Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey, folks, the best in the business. They'll take care of you from your neck down to your toes. If you have problems with your ankles, knees, legs, all your orthopedic needs, rehab, surgery, they do it all, and they're terrific, and they have plenty of locations that you don't have to travel. So we appreciate everything they do at the Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey. Well, that'll wrap up this edition of the Morris County Sports Beat. I hope everyone enjoys their 4th of July. Don't go too crazy out there, folks. Don't blow off your fingers like Jason Pierre-Paul did. Let's have a safe holiday week. And as we ease into the summertime, and before you know it, folks, football will be here. They're practicing. And if you want to be part of the advertising action, send us an email at info@mugsmedia.com. Become one of our great advertisers here. And again, we do college recruiting videos. We do commercial videos, videos for your website. If you're giving a seminar, we will come film it and upload it and produce it and put it all together real nice for you. We do a great job with that here at Mugs Media. We love covering sports, but we want to let everyone know we are a full-service video production house. So that'll wrap it up here from the penthouse here at Nielsen Dodge here in East Hanover. I'm your host, Dan Cleary. Good night, everyone.
For ferocious savings worth catching, don't miss the Nielsen Dodge Safari of Saving. You'll find a vast menagerie of new Jeeps, Chryslers, Dodges, and Rams.
Lease a new 2017 Jeep Cherokee, $249 a month. A new 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee, $259 a month. And a new 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, $269 a month.
Plus, come in and enter to win a trip to Disney's Animal Kingdom. No purchase necessary. Bag yourself a great deal during the Nielsen Dodge Safari of Saving.
Drive and Discover event.